Crystal Palace versus Sheffield United. We're at the VBS Stadium. Sheffield United have had a relatively strong run of form in the last couple of matches. They've won 2 games this season, drawn 2, lost 3 of Sheffield United. They'll be looking to add to that winning tally. 1 point separates the 2 sides though. Crystal Palace having won just 1 match but drawn 4. On your screen then, Crystal Palace, 2 changes to their starting lineup as Elise Hughes and Sinead Hopcroft enter the starting 11 as Van Hedemar and Larkin make way and start on the bench this week. And Sheffield United, their starting 11 remains unchanged. Sian Rogers in between the posts, and captain Ella Kinzet remains in the starting 11. As it is a remembrance fixture, there will be a moment of silence to observe. Some wreaths will be laid as we pay our respects and listen to the last post and give thanks to the servicemen and women that have sacrificed. First corner of the game. And it swung far towards the back post. And it was very close, and now success for Jess Reevil, who heads it into the back of the net. Shay Yanez can't quite do anything about it. She gets her hand to it and it just knocks it into the roof of her own net. There's some protests there from Crystal Palace fans, but nothing really comes of it. Howard's still down. Blanchard gets the shot away. Straight to the hands of Sian Rogers. Hughes tries to get the shot away. Looks like it was just rolled wide, but no risk taken by Rogers. Virden over on the left wing, crosses it in. Virden looking to try and find somebody. It's a good save from Rogers. Palace trying to keep the ball alive. Blanchard goes for the top left corner and almost finds it. It's a fantastic effort. The ball sent straight back in, and Crystal Palace looks to try and find a way through it, gets scrappy, and Rogers just about manages to get her hands to it. And the ball is safely under control by Sian Rogers once again. But now, Sheffield United have an opportunity here, and through on goal. Absolutely stunning. And Sheffield United enjoy a second in the form of Amy Andrews. And you knew as soon as Andrews was behind the defence, the Birmingham-born striker wasn't going to miss that chance. Virden looks to try and find a way through. She does well so far. She passes it back to find Blanchard. Blanchard unleashes a shot. And it goes wide. Annabelle Blanchard really been searching for goal. Oh, Yanez sends it right up the pitch. As Larkin looks to turn, she passes through and finds Napier. Napier tries to find the cross, looks for Hughes, and Hughes shoots. And soars towards that right-hand side. It's a great save from Yanez, who tips it away. Blanchard finds a way forward. Blanchard to Virden. Virden looks to try and find goal. She can't quite squeeze it in. Blanchard finding Virden with a fantastic run that was. Absolutely brilliant. Through the middle, finds Howard. Kirsty Howard unleashes a screamer and it's in! Absolutely fantastic from Kirsty Howard. Gets her 4th of the season. How about that? Absolutely superb. Kirsty Howard. Kato runs into trouble. Andrews turns, leaves it for Rourke. Over to Rouse. Rouse finds Butler. And Swaby slides in and saves the day. Making big strides down the middle, down the midfield. Finds Howard, who looks for Hughes. Hughes goes long! It's a fantastic effort from Elise Hughes, but ultimately goes wide. It's a fantastic effort. Palace piling on the pressure. And an overhead kick from Elise Hughes. Very nearly had Palace fans in raptures. And there is the full-time whistle. Sheffield United delighted with their performance at the VBS Community Stadium.
Yeah, it was a great win, brilliant win against a really tough side. I think Palace, City started in a bit of a false position. I think some of their structures and rotations are really, really good and really hard to deal with. They've got quite a physical side as well that's really hard to deal with, so thought we stood up to that quite well. It's an area we've been quite strong in generally anyway, but I thought it was a real challenge today. I thought we stood up to that on the whole. Would have liked us to have been a little bit better in possession, if I'm honest. I don't think it was our prettiest performance, but I also think that's probably what the game needed as well. And it's good that we're able to adapt to what the game needs at times. So I'm really pleased that we've been managed to see the game out and get 3 points again.
Jan, it's a really tough loss to take because you didn't do too much wrong, did you?
No, and that's probably the story of what position we're in right now. You know, it's hard because you hear, you know, they come off and speak to their gaffer and he's like, you know, Joe, it's yeah, she said I'm sorry, but he should be apologising. You know, they've come here. They're a tough team. They're a hard-working team. I think we dominated majority of the game. They've probably, I can remember 3 shots that they had. They scored 2 goals from it. We had plenty more shots. We're just not clinical on that other side of it at the moment. And it's just a position that we're finding ourselves in, and we've got to do a lot of work. We've got to stick with it because you can see everybody keeps saying, if you watch the game, we're so close. We're not far off. We should be winning these games, but we're not, and that's football. So it's a hard moment that we're in. We've got to stick together. We've got to keep this group together and keep it tight. Because actually I thought the reaction second half was outstanding from our players. To be 2-0 down and come out and still show that level of desire and commitment and dominate the game. We were, there's a lot of good things to work on. It's just those final little bits. We want a little bit of luck. We want a little bit of reward sometimes, and we're hoping that will come soon. So we need to stick with it and keep pushing forward.